Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what it do, baby? It is the best, the best, the best show, and everyone else is. It is your boy Pride. We're gonna have a fun afternoon for y'all. Let me bring in my first guest, Frankie the Trash Yankee. Frankie, my boy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I'm so yes. You don't even understand. I'm spamming it. But you know who ain't feeling this man, because his team, his organization is trash. Mike, baby, how you feeling, my boy?
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
I gotta put him on the spot.
I fell. But
just like
I'm
the
okay.
Cubs.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling okay. And my final guest, the man I strive to be. Okay, Frankie, you're cool. Mike, you're dope. But this is the man I strive to be. If I die 0.1% of this man, I have lived a good life. The man, the myth, the legend, Rob Scott. Rob, can I call you Robert?
You know what? Call me Robert.
Yes, sir. I'm calling you Mr. Robert. Let's get it. How you feeling, Rob?
First of all, bro, the intro was legendary.
Thank you. I try.
That was legendary. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait for it. Yo, are we the best?
Yeah.
Oh my days. And everyone else? Try. Let's get it, boys. We finna have a day. Let me tell you, my boy. We got a packed show for y'all. First thing I wanted to do, because I'm toxic, right? Like, my girl would leave me, but we got 2 kids. So she stuck with me, right? So she got to deal with the toxicity, right? But everybody else here, you can, like, the toxicity is something fierce. Can we be toxic to the Angels? Not never in my life. Like, their formula of winning is like my formula of being faithful. It's all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing, right? One day I love my girl. Next thing you know, I want to break her heart. Who knows what's going on with the Angels? First, Ohtani was going to get shipped out, and they were looking for prospects. Then they said, nah, we're going to keep him. Then they traded for another, I don't want to call him an ace because he's kind of having an year. But it feels like this all-in move. Frankie, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stupid are the Angels right now?
Honestly, I'm going to give them like a 9. I got to give them a 9 out of 10, man. I mean, you could have had the chance to ship out Shohei Ohtani to a different team and literally get a bunch of prospects for him, possibly some draft picks as well. And instead, you're just going to ride it out, potentially try and get into the wild card playoff position if you guys can, and just like get nothing for him. You get two players from the White Sox just because you guys think you're going to make it. You got a chance for your bright future in getting so much young prospects for Shohei Ohtani. Now you're going to have to let him play the rest of the year if he does not get traded because, yeah, they took him off the trading block, but realistically, they could put him back on there by Sunday. We don't know. But still, like, you could have got all these prospects. Now he's going to go into free agency, and every team is going to go ahead and try and grab him, and you get nothing in return. This is a 9 out of 10 of stupidity.
Michael, I want to give you a little bit of a different question.
Pridely.
Wow. Crazy. Baltimore, Texas, and Minnesota. Wow. Surprisingly. I mean,
Weak division.
They are 110%. They are all right now leading their respective divisions.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the wild card teams, it would be Tampa, Houston, and Toronto. After that is Boston, the Yankees, then the Angels. They are basically technically 4 spots out of being there in the wild card. Do you see them making any run? Because let's give them a little bit of credit, Michael. They are 54-49, right? They're only half a game back from the Yankees. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they're 1.5 back. Or I'm sorry, 2 back from being that final team in the wild card spot. So do you give the Angels any type of chance, or are you with Frankie like, nah, bro, y'all bozos and y'all gonna hold on to this L?
I mean, I gotta remain consistent with what I've been saying. And the Chicago Cubs are in a position to where they're 6 games back in their division to win the division, and I'm saying that there's a chance. So if I were to say that the Angels, who are also 6 games back in their division, don't have a chance, especially with how the Rangers have been just health-wise, obviously, like that Houston-Texas series was crazy, but with Jacob deGrom out the rest of the year, I'm curious to see how that looks, to see what they do at the trade deadline. Aroldis Chapman's come back to life, and that's cool, but you can't have a save if you don't have a lead. So, I mean, it's just really what it comes down to. And They look good. They look good. The Rangers look good. Toronto's there, but they're never like they're just one of those guys you always look at and say, what's it going to take to get over the hump? They're like the 85 Braves or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like it really doesn't matter. But to me, at the end of the day, I think to get back to that trade with Lucas Giolito and obviously Ronaldo Lopez, one's a failed starter. One had to be moved to the bullpen because he couldn't hack it as a starter every single day. Lucas Giolito was the worst pitcher in all of baseball in 2018. Then went on a Cy Young candidate run for 2 years, and now he's kind of come back to some middle ground area. He's got like a 3.50-something ERA, which isn't bad by any means, but you gave 2 of your top 3 prospects who weren't good prospects to begin with, but you gave those guys up to get 2 guys like this. And my question, Pride, for you was that as good as it was going to get? Like, if you gave up 2 of your top 3 prospects and you got a Marcus Stroman, if you got a Juan Soto, if you got one of these guys out there that are potentially on the block that are actually really productive, I could look at you and say, all right, I could see it. But you went after Lucas Giolito and Ronaldo Lopez and you overpaid for them. So now I'm thinking, man, like what do you have left to offer? And it's an interesting conversation, but I think at the end of the day, Mike Trout's still out for the next 4 to 6 weeks.
I think so.
Like it's gonna take a lot. Anthony Rendon is day to day. We all know how that goes, and even when he is there, he's not productive. So like it's just one of those things where they're gonna ride Shohei. They're gonna have Shohei ride him off their back, and I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, like we saw a shutout performance from Shohei Ohtani in a one-hitter, and the very next day he's dropping bombs. So like you can't get rid of a guy like that. You can't. And it's just that's what Frankie has said. That's what you've said. I've said. Even Rob Scott, who doesn't watch a lot of baseball, will tell you a guy like that doesn't get traded. Like you have to lock guys like that up. But the fact that you entertained it, to me, is just kind of weird. Like it's so flip-floppy. Like here's how I looked at it, and this is my last point. I thought when they said, yeah, Shohei's not on the market anymore, the offers we've gotten are bullshit. I was like, oh, okay. So they're trying to say you guys got to up the ante. They're trying to show that, hey, listen, he's not going to come cheap. And then you immediately actually double down on it and trade your top prospects. So say you get prospects for Ohtani, but now you're down even more prospects because you traded him away for Giolito, who's a rental and has expressed that he wants to stay with the White Sox. Like that's something like it's just really frustrating, bro, because it's like I thought they were going about it the right way and saying like, yeah, we just don't want to trade him because we don't like the offers. Then you're going to get a great offer. Believe that. We saw that with Juan Soto last year with the Nationals. Like, yeah, we don't like the offers. And then the Padres were like, here's everything. And it was beautiful. And the Angels just went about it the complete wrong way, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for me, well, here's the number one thing, like the number one problem I have with this entire situation. You have Shohei Ohtani, who I believe is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best player in all of baseball. And then you have a guy in Mike Trout, who before Ohtani was here, was looked at as the best. And my problem, okay, I'll say my problem with Mike Trout, yeah, sure, is the injuries. But my issue is there's been this problem with the Angels that who they surround them are either too injury prone or you got them way too late. For example, I mean, outside of Albert Pujols, you name me another guy that they got, whether they traded for him or came in free agency, that they got them when he was either at his peak or just hitting his peak. Before Ohtani, it was just Albert Pujols because they drafted Mike Trout, right? So it's like Anthony Rendon was supposed to be that guy, and old buddy can't do nothing worth a lick. Forget the fact, like you said, Mike, when he's playing, it's there leaves more to be desired. And then as soon as he does something, he'll go 2 for 3. He'll go 3 for 4 or 3 for 3 game. And you start feeling, oh, here it comes. He gets hurt. And it's not injuries that he only misses like a game or two or like a day. It's something where he's missing full weeks. Like, close your eyes. Imagine Mike Trout as an infielder when it comes to injuries. Oh, you don't have to because that's Anthony Rendon. Right? So it's but it's reality. It hurts for you, right? But it's kind of reality. And my problem is you're now looking at your pitching, and the pitching outside of Otani has been kind of sketchy. And to fix your sketchiness, you go to a guy who his commitment to you is going to be sketchy. Because, like you said, Mike, Lucas was like, I'm trying to stay in Chicago. Like, if y'all understand, if I get traded, I'm going back. Like, this is a situation where I'm gonna get traded. I'm dapping everybody up. I'm leaving, and then I'm coming right back. This is a vacation for me. Yes, exactly. That's really what it is, right? And for me, the issue I'm having is you're now trying to find this consistent second guy, but then you turn to Lucas, who, like you said, Mike, before he went on this 2-year stretch where he was a legitimate Cy Young candidate, my man was doo-doo in the bloody boot. Like, am I allowed to say that? Like, bro, old buddy was – that was old buddy for, like, his – like, right before, bro. Like, I'm talking about performances needed – like, you needed to close your eyes and just – because old buddy was trash, but you had to flush this man, stuff it down the toilet, and all of a sudden you expect him, now that he's coming back down to earth, to kind of revitalize himself, so to speak, to all of a sudden look back and be like, oh yeah, he's that dude. I don't know. To me, it just didn't make sense. I always felt like the Angels, to me, they gave me vibes of Washington back then. I'm talking back when Braun's first stint in Cleveland.
Right.
Where you reached your peak, you're not going to get any better. It's time to rebuild, but you're just denying it.
Right.
You're denying it. You're for some unknown reason, you should be rebuilding, not retooling, but rebuilding. But for some unknown reason, I don't know if it's delusion. I don't know if it's stubbornness. I don't know if it's stupidity. Maybe it's a cocktail of all three. Or maybe there's a mysterious fourth reason.
Emphasis on that cock.
I mean, 1,000%, bro. 1,000% on the bro. Bump the Glock, bro. That's what we on right now, my boy.
Real talk. And the people that they traded for, what did their contracts even look like when they were with Chicago? Because now the Angels have to take care of it. What if they were just on this final year deal in their contract? Now the Angels have to figure it out. Like, okay, we got you. Now we're in this win now situation. Like, their contract ends at the year.
But I think that's what it is with Lucas, I think.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, he signed a 1-year deal. Someone fact check me on that. I mean, I'm about to double check, but
he's on a 1-year deal right now.
Yeah, he signed a 1-year, $10.4 million deal with Chicago. All of it is guaranteed. So it's kind of this thing where, like, he's gonna go back to Chicago. Yeah. He's not staying. Because think about it. Sure, Chicago is struggling. Let's not get it twisted. Chicago
and Ronaldo Lopez as well, by the way, is on a 1-year deal.
I thought he had a 2-year deal.
Wow.
He's on a
1-year too? But that's honestly even worse. That's even worse because
now they're losing the 2 players they just traded for, and you'll lose Shohei Ohtani all at the end of the year. That's 3 players that you're losing at the end of the year, where you could have just traded away Shohei and got a bunch of prospects and looked bright for your future.
And I think that's the reality of it. And Frankie and I have talked about it. There's rumors about Cody Bellinger going to New York. There's rumors about him going to Houston. But one of the rumors is him going to Los Angeles with the Angels. And I think that's something that I've been having an issue with, because that's why you had to trade 2 of your top 3 prospects, which, by the way, the pitcher that they have, I forget his name, the left-hander, he's dog shit. I mean, this kid is awful. This kid has like a 7 ERA in the MLB. Like, he is not good. This kid is not productive whatsoever. So, yeah, like, he is a top prospect in your organization, but he's dog shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's so bad. And that just screams how bad your farm system is, to Pride's point. That's why you need to rebuild, because there are no reinforcements coming. You could look at the Yankees. You could look at the Boston Red Sox, who have one of the best prospects in all of baseball. You could look at the Cubs, who have a top 10 prospect in baseball, top 3 farm system. You could look at those teams and go, yeah, man, maybe it's not beautiful right now, but the reinforcements are coming. You know what I mean? Jason Dominguez is coming. Pete Crow Armstrong is coming. The kid in Boston is coming. All these guys are on their way. And when you look at the Angels, it's like the two guys that are here are generational talents, and we only drafted one of them, and we got lucky on the other one just because he didn't want to deal with the cold in Chicago or New York. And you understand those conversations to where, and also the DH wasn't a thing back then. I think it totally would have changed Shohei Ohtani if there was a DH in the National League. But I think you would have.
If there's a DH, I think he's going to the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think he would have went to the Dodgers just because of that. But with that being said, and having those conversations, you're not gonna like if they were to land a Cody Bellinger right now, if they were to land another top pitcher, a Marcus Stroman, whoever it is, I think there's legit conversations that they could potentially win the division this year. But the problem is the reason you settled for Lopez and Giolito was because your prospects aren't worth anything to anybody. Like, you're not going to look at the Cubs right now and be like, yo, here's 5 of our top 10 prospects for Cody Bellinger. Like, nah, bro, we already have a top 3 farm system. We don't need trash. Like, you're looking at some of the best players available at the block this year, Shohei Ohtani being one of them. And you're asking for the moon for Shohei Ohtani, but all you're offering right now to other organizations for other players is dog shit. So it's like, at some point, you got to recognize that and say, listen, we got to do something. And whether that's trading away the core, trading away Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, I think those times are definitely coming.
Yeah. It's just, I'm going to tell you this right now, man. I'm going to tell you this right now. The Angels are in this weird situation where it is time to just trade Mike Trout. Just trade everybody, bro. It's about time where at this point, you need to start worrying about your farm, because – you're doing all this stuff. Like, first of all, they struggle filling up their farm system with good players, right? I'm like, I think you brought it up. I think it was Wednesday you had brought it up. I think in the top 100 they only had 2.
Yeah, and
which is like, 50. And they're like, yeah, like they're in the bottom part of the 100. So it's this weird thing where it's like they struggle filling it, but then when they even have
really quick, Pride, with that, I believe they just traded both of those guys. By the way,
I believe so. Yeah, because they called them 2 top prospects. And no shot, you know what I mean? So they had to. So but again, that's the thing. Right. And that's honestly like the segue to the second point that I was going to make. The few times you get like some guys that get ranked, you ship them off. So it's kind of like, it's the old adage, bro. You're cut off your nose to spite your face. But it's like, dog, you look hit right now, bro. Like, you look Omega hit, bro.
Good morning.
What up, Gonzo, my boy? How you feeling?
Not too bad. My bad, guys. I slept right through my damn alarm.
You good, my boy?
Look at us coming through. Pride, give me a yeah real quick.
Oh, my Lord. Do you want it?
I want it.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, my days. Anyone can get it, bro.
Yeah.
Anyone can get it. Yeah. I want to be like him so much when I grow up. But,
You're 25, Pride. You're grown up. It's over.
Yeah, bro. Dude, I wish I wish I acted 25, bro. My son acts more mature than me.
You're 2 kids in. You're married. It's over, Pride. It's over. I don't know. Maybe next life.
Yeah, like Pride, you waiting on your pension to kick in, bro.
Wow, Rob. After I hyped you up, I was your number 1 fan.
I'm still your fan. You're a great father,
man. All right, come on. Let's stop capping. All right, come on. Settle down. Let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Right now, my kids are sleeping on the couch, and I'm looking at them, and I'm screaming, yeah! Damn, I just woke up my daughter. I'm pumping. I'll let her cry. But speaking of crying, because we got 2 teams that's in pain right now. Joe Burrow, gimp ass. Yo, yeah, bro. You saw him? You saw him? You saw him? My man took a step and said, "Ah, my leg!" Like that SpongeBob thing. Oh, buddy's acting like that, bro. It's insane, bro. It's honestly, 100%. He's like, my leg. But he's down.
He looked very uncoordinated on that.
100%.
Like his body and his mind wasn't on the same page.
Yeah. And speaking of my leg, Jalen Ramsey, woo! My man, rumor has it, which play was it when he got burnt? He got burnt by somebody. I think it was Stephon Diggs when he left the. It was Tyreek. Rumor has it that's where the meniscus injury happened, but he didn't want to admit it. That's the rumor going around these parts. But
supposedly Jalen Ramsey who went and said he's faster than Tyreek too. Jalen Ramsey was talking that shit to Tyreek.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey need to
just stop talking shit.
Yeah, he becoming a journeyman before he even realized it, bro. But Chris, since you just got here, I want to swing this over to you first. Who do you think should be more concerned? The Bengals with Joe Burrow, considering, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the same leg that he had his injury on against Washington that kept him out almost the entirety of his rookie year. Or Jalen Ramsey. And if it's not the same leg, then obviously check me, somebody. I want somebody to fact check me.
No, it is the same leg.
It is? I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tweaking.
I was going to say, so, I thought it was the opposite leg, but I'm not 100% sure either.
We could Google it. We could figure it out. Frankie probably already Googled it. He was ready to correct me. He's like, let me correct this piece of shit.
I was already on that Joe Burrow. So like, yo, is that the same leg? Yeah, it is the same leg.
Yep. And it kind of looked like, so should the Bengals be more concerned? Because obviously that's their franchise quarterback. Or should Miami be more concerned considering he's like, old buddy hasn't even been to training camp and he's talking about, I need to get surgery. Chris, who should be more concerned?
I think the Dolphins are going to should be more concerned with Ramsey because he could miss the whole season. Where as of right now with Burrow, it's looking like it might just be a strain, and he probably just going to miss the preseason stuff and could be back for the regular season. Now, if I'm Cincinnati, I'm still worried about it because if you have a non-contact like that, if he does come back at the beginning of the season, is he going to be ready, or is it going to pop again and be a worse injury? Because we've seen guys have Achilles and calves like that where they pop once and then they say it's just a strain and then they come back and then they end up tearing completely. We've seen that with multiple athletes now. So I would say Ramsey, just because as of right now, he could miss 6 to 8 weeks and or more, especially if he has to have the surgery. But with Cincinnati, you have to be real worried because you're not going nowhere without Joe Burrow.
So Frankie, Joe Burrow is coming off. Honestly, people are calling him like, this great all-time quarterback. They're really hyped up with him, right? I just got $1 million question. If you're Cincinnati, are you starting to look at Joe Burrow a little sideways? Now, I'm not saying trade him, but do you start looking at him like, fam, like in terms of how long you've been in the league, you're technically still in your rookie contract. And you out here, you got a body older than Tom Brady. Like, are you if you're Cincy, are you looking at him a little weird now? Like, bro, are you really starting to get too injured? Or are you like, it is what it is?
I mean, like Chris said, and like the injury news came out, it's a calf strain. I wouldn't be too worried about it. I mean, for one thing, it's the same leg. That's the one thing you need to worry about. But it's a calf strain. Just get the guy to sit down a couple of days, get a massage on his calf, whatever. Ice that up or some shit.
Deshaun Watson.
I was gonna say something like that. I was gonna say in a couple of years we might see something about that. But yeah, that just get it massaged a little bit. Get it rubbed. Get it back into health.
Get him a good rub down.
Yeah, give him a good rub down. But I wouldn't say like they should look. I shouldn't, don't look at him like, yo, is this gonna keep happening every year or something? I feel like with Joe Burrow, he started off too like I feel like he was too amped up. Like you were excited to get on that practice, bro. It's practice. It's the first day of practice at that. Like you shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to rush yourself and play fast pace to go ahead and injure yourself right now in your calf. Like that's just dumb, idiotic shit right there. I mean, you got to just be glad you're back on the field. Now, some players, I'm not gonna say that they're thinking that. Some players are definitely thinking what you said, probably like, are they looking at Joe Burrow as, or is this gonna be a continuous thing? Like, are you gonna continue to get injured? Are you gonna stay healthy at some point? Like, some team members are looking at that. But as for me, if I was a team member, I wouldn't start looking at it like that. I'd just be like, listen, bro, it's the first day of practice. Calm down, relax. Like, it's teammates. We're going up against teammates. It's not like we're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, we need you on this field. We need you. We were just at the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So we can do it again when you're healthy. Yeah, they lost.
You're
Obviously,
so petty.
They lost.
I mean,
I just wanted the full story.
Okay, anyways. I do see Frankie's book because Frankie, they're probably not looking at him crazy, but I guarantee Jamar's going like this.
Like
What
I
we
was at my
talking about?
crush's house.
Practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
100%. Michael, I have a question because
Yes,
I
sir.
want to shift this off from Joe Burrow. Because I hit up old buddy Jalen Ramsey, bro.
Oh,
You
did
know what I mean? My man, yeah, he was chopping up a SpongeBob, bro. True story. True story. Did you know this is him?
Help!
100% that was him. Swear to God. Rumor has it. So let me ask you this, Mike.
Oh
Uh-huh.
God, he's
Jalen
laughing.
Ramsey, right? If I want your honest opinion on him right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm looking at a guy right now who's 28, but the last few years has been, I don't want to say riddled with injuries, but he hasn't been healthy, and his production has seen a decline. And there's a lot of times where he looks not cooked,
Trash.
not burnt, not fried, but he looked like me after a day at the beach. Like my man looks tired, dark. Like my man looks a little too much. Like he be getting violated beyond repair.
Right.
Is this the beginning of the end of Jalen Ramsey in terms of looking at him as a superstar? Or do you think this is a somewhat of a bounce back year? Considering he's going to miss at least 4 weeks, do you think this is a bounce back year for him?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think this has nothing to do with the injury that happened. It has nothing to do with the surgery. It's like I have felt this way for a while. Jalen Ramsey is a household name. Jalen Ramsey is kind of like the Nike or the Adidas kind of logo where you kind of just look at it, and if you see it on anything, you know it's probably going to be good. But you know, more times than not, you're not really looking at the product or the material of the product or how it actually is. You're just looking at that Nike logo. And I think that's what comes with Jalen Ramsey's name is he's a name brand now. This is a guy who's been in the league since 2016. I want to put that out there. Like this is a guy who's been in the league for almost 8 years. He hit his prime, and we saw his prime, and it kind of started towards the end of Jacksonville when they made that playoff run with Blake Bortles. And you know they end up doing that, and he goes to Los Angeles, and he has a great time over there. You know he's causing problems, he's being a diva, he's living lavish, he's doing his thing. And you definitely saw a part of his prime in Los Angeles. I won't hold that from him. I won't take that away. But you know it's just that level of Jalen Ramsey, I don't believe can be duplicated. I think it's very hard to, especially as time goes on, especially as you continue to get older, especially as injuries continue to riddle your career. It's just going to be really hard for him to be that level that you were once at. And I think, you know, we always talk about the Air movie, how they always say like they're going to paint a picture of you that's way bigger than you could ever be. And it's something that you can't live up to. And because of how good he was and how well he performed for a certain amount of time, it looks to be that you'll never be able to duplicate that. And that's not a shot. You know what I mean? Like Frankie and I talk about it all the time, especially in baseball, just like the longevity of it is you're never going to be what you are in your MVP seasons. I think a conversation we always talk about, Chris Bryant on the Chicago Cubs comes into the league, rookie of the year, Silver Slugger, MVP, wins a World Series, wins a Gold Glove, multiple-time All-Star. 3 years go by, doo-doo in the butt. Like, hasn't been the same since. And it's a name value. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of to make that into, like, another scenario. We can do that all day about guys who just – they come in so hot and pause. And then – you know, they come back to reality. They come back to earth, and there's a lot more tape on them. And these guys are getting younger. I mean, talk about the young cats who are coming in as rookies. You got Jalen Waddle, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison Jr. is on the way. Like, there's guys who are coming into this league, and they are 10 times stronger, 10 times faster than you are at age 28 after an ACL tear, after a shoulder injury, after several concussions, after several baby mamas. Like, there's a lot going on. So, I just think like he's never going to be that guy he was. I think he's still a solid corner in this league, but the talk isn't adding up. The math ain't mathing on the talk.
I feel you, Robert. Let me ask something. Coming off of this surgery, for a guy Actually, no pause. I said what I said and I meant it.
Resume.
100%. I'm looking at a guy right now who, for some reason, to Mike's point, is never really held accountable, right? Do you think this year is gonna be when people look at him and start having how Mike thinks is okay, he's just a household name, or are you in the camp that's gonna give him a pass because of the injury?
Nah, I mean, I'm just one of those guys. You just look at a player for who they are right now, and he was a great corner or safety, whatever position that is he played. But you get older, and once you get older, you start losing your legs. You can't take away what a player has done, but I'm not gonna sit up here and act like you still him. He's not him anymore. That's something everybody has to face. Everybody has a prime, and then everybody has a decline.
I mean, Tom Brady was always a prime.
It took a long time for Tom Brady to decline.
No, Tom Brady never declined. He was always a prime. You respect that name and respect his game.
Don't tell me about no respect with no Tom Brady. I'm the top respecter.
No, you're not.
I am. I gave you the math formula, Frankie.
You've
been watching Tom Brady all your life, and you never knew that TB equal TDs.
Oh my God! Stop that shit right now. TB don't equel TDs. TB equals SBs. It equals SBs. It equals SBs, bro.
I'll be right back.
Before we move on, Gonzo, since obviously you're the Colts fan here, if any of you guys want to chime in, please feel free. I believe this happened either yesterday or today. I lied, today. It happened today. Anthony Richardson basically has impressed a lot of people at his Colts training camp and supposedly took all of the Colts first team snaps, which seems like it's leading in the direction of him starting. And the play of the camp, which is what they're calling it, was a 60-yard dot, which was crazy. Especially considering the accuracy issues that kind of was plaguing him a little bit. After practice, wide receiver Josh Downs said, quote, he flicks his wrist and it goes 60 yards. And apparently he's doing everything right. Chris, week 1, you think Anthony Richardson's going to be your starter?
Yeah, I think Richardson's going to be the starter week 1. I've said this earlier in the week. If you look back at the Colts, anytime that they've drafted a quarterback, either like with the number 1 draft pick or up in the top 5 like that, they've started in week 1. They've done it with Peyton Manning, and they also done it with Andrew Luck. And I'm not saying that he's the same kind of prospect as them two were, but he's a guy that we took in the top 4 at quarterback. So I expected that the Colts was going to was planning on starting him. And then with the stuff that's been coming out of training camp, I'd be surprised if he's not the starter. And then some interviews I've heard with Jim Irsay, and then the new head coach Shane Steichen, interviews I've heard with him earlier in the offseason, the way they talked, they were expecting that he was probably going to start. So I think the Colts are going to start him week 1. I think it's going to be interesting because I think his ceiling might be just as high as about anybody that was drafted this year. But the problem is he hasn't played a lot, doesn't have a lot of experience. So how long is it going to take him to reach that ceiling? And if is he going to be able to reach his ceiling in the NFL? We've seen a lot of quarterbacks that we thought were sure things to get into the NFL and not do anything. So, but I like that they're going to start him because I think you learn more by being out there playing, and with his lack of playing time, because he didn't play a lot of college ball. I think it's good to get him out there and get him as many reps as you can, but they also have to have an offensive line that can keep him upright as well.
Yeah. Just for
who do you guys play week 1? Who do you guys play week 1, Chris?
I don't even know who we play week 1. I haven't looked at the schedule, but it's been a while.
I can pull it up right now. You're talking about actual week 1?
Yeah, regular
season week 1. They are hosting the Jacksonville Jags.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good start. That's a good first game for him.
It is. It really is. It really is. Just for context, Anthony Richardson is basically Sam Ellinger is still on the roster, but let's be honest, this is just a test to see if they need Gardner Minshew to start 3 or 4 games or not. That's really all this is, right? They're trying to. It's not a question of if he starts; it's just when. Does he start week 3? Does he start week 4? Or does he start week 1? I think that's kind of, the question. And apparently, everything that's been going on is supposedly pointing to him starting week 1. I just wanted to bring that up a little bit because I know how much of a Colts fan you are. So I just wanted to bring that up. The next topic, I want to slander somebody. This bum, Jeff Teague. He's a bum, trash. Fuck. I've never seen some. Bro.
Speak your truth, bro. Go ahead. Don't breathe.
I've never like him playing, right? It's guys like him that make me think I can make the league. Swear to God, no lie, no exaggeration. I see him play and I look in the mirror and go, how the fuck I didn't make the league? No exaggeration, right? This bozo, right? Man's disappeared off the face of the planet. Good, he should have, because I don't get what he brings to the table, right? Man's is literally useless, right? Well, imagine going around with a name like Teague. Picture that. Your last name is Teague, and you're proud of that. Do better, bro. That's like your middle name being Clarence or Lloyd. Like if my middle name was Lloyd, y'all not knowing. But especially with the 2 L's. Oh, I'd fight my mom's. I love her, but I'm fighting her. I'm set up with my mom's. Yeah, you owe me a fair one, right? But Jeff Teague. This man look as weird as his last name. I don't know what's weird, his last name or his face. Dude literally looked like when he came out of his mom's, fell flat face first on the floor. Swear to God, Doc missed him.
Oh my God.
Doc missed him. And then when he picked him up and he went to slap his ass, he held him upside down, so he just punched him in the face. Swear to God, he was taking hooks. He was taking hooks in preschool, bro. My man almost looking like the freaking creature from the Goonies. Head eye, boy. I mean this with all due disrespect, by the way. 100%. 100%. I mean this with all due disrespect.
Yeah.
Because he's a bum.
Yeah.
He should have never been in the league.
Yeah.
No one likes him.
Yeah.
His mother slapped the stork that delivered him.
Yeah.
And anything he said should be discredited.
Yeah.
Now that I got all that out the way. Robert, are you there, brother? All right, he's not there. He got sick. Oh, you're there? Okay. All right, my boy.
What did he do?
Oh, you didn't hear what he said? So this man is disrespecting Dwayne Wade, which, in my opinion, is the most disrespectful.
You talking about when he said James Harden is better than D-Wade?
I'll spit on him, Rob. I will spit on him.
Yeah, he was out of pocket. I said, boy, that's the 3rd best shooting guard ever.
And I'll be honest. Can I be 100% honest? I think he's the 2nd.
Who the first?
Mike.
Who you said D-Wade better than Kobe?
In my opinion, yes.
You out of pocket.
In my opinion, I think it's close.
You almost sound worse than T.
No, smoking herbs. Frankie, you are a Laker fanboy. Am I out of pocket for saying that? You listen, I'm not saying you gotta agree.
You have your thoughts and theories. I mean, if you want to put him at 2nd, you can put him at 2nd. I understand. You're a big Laker hater because you're a Celtics fan.
I'm not a Laker hater. I'm deep throwing Braun still.
That's
I'm still rocking with AD.
Braun. Yeah,
I'm rocking with AD.
No, you're not.
I dap up Caruso. What are you talking about? I hated Lonzo.
Bro, we don't even have Caruso.
No, but he was there. When he was there, I was hyping him up. What are you talking about? That was my man's, bro. We had sleepovers. We had a slumber party. What you talking about?
You like these Lakers. You don't like the Lakers that beat them Celtics.
I love Pau Gasol. Don't do that. I love me some Pau Gasol. Don't do that. Don't do that. And as a tough guy, Metal World Peace. I loved him to death. Derek Fisher.
Kobe hater.
No, it's not that I'm a Kobe hater.
Yeah,
I think in this instant, I'm be honest. In this instant, I just believe D-Wade never gets his full flowers. That's just what it is in this conversation. I love me some D-Wade. I love me some Flash. And I don't know. I always feel like D-Wade just never, ever really got his respect. And then that's fine for you to say that. I'm saying he's the 2nd. And I think you can interchange them. I'm not saying you bugging if you have Kobe over him. I don't think you're crazy for that. I think.
Okay, well, we can both agree to this. In any aspect, he's better than James Harden.
Oh yeah, no. In my opinion, he's definitely top 3.
Like,
and
I did see that, and I looked at that, and I said, Jeff T, what the fuck are you smoking, bro?
He retarded, and I mean that with all due disrespect.
I said, like, I get it. James Harden went on a little scoring run, unlike anything everyone has seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was just dropping 60, like it was no. I get it though, but when we talk about meaningful basketball, I'm choosing D Wade over James Harden any. Like, people forget who he was in 06. He single-handedly destroyed Dallas.
I don't care if we're talking about practice. I'm still taking D Wade over.
But yeah, I mean, I just, and here's the thing. Like, I want to have this conversation with somebody, but I just don't. I can't find these people that says James Harden is this top 3 shooting guard.
Like, you crazy?
I don't. Like, it is bizarre to me because it's like I want to sit down and have a conversation and go, where are you coming from?
I don't, because I feel like that.
No,
but brain cells are gonna go away. Like,
no. I just want to see the origin of the delusion. That's all. I just want to see the origin of, okay, all right, you were in 5th grade, you bumped your head, and then stupidity came in. Like, that's just what I want to find out. I want to find
Jeff Teague on that ayahuasca, whatever they call it, with that Aaron Rodgers.
Yo, bro, like, I just don't understand. And look, I'm not trying to take anything from James Harden. I'm really not. But I will say this in my dying breath. There's not one thing James Harden can do that D-Wade can't do better. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. Say I'm wrong. But there's absolutely nothing James Harden does better. Maybe a 3-point shot. Let me.
With a 3-point shot, when you shoot 30 of them and hit, you gonna hit at least 5.
D-Wade really wasn't that good of a 3-point shooter. He wasn't a bum.
But D-Wade stuck to what he knew, though. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That, to me, that's the sign of a great player. You stay within yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to look. I know if I need to shoot a 3, I will. But I know, can nobody stop me when I get that first step and I'm penetrating through the lane? Can't nobody stop me.
Pause.
I did say through the lane. I said through the lane.
You said penetrate, though.
You said penetrate.
Oh, well, yeah, pause.
Yeah, there's certain words you gotta pause.
Everybody been watching Cameron and Mace, I see. You know what I'm saying? That pause game strong.
Okay. All right. I'm about to look like Jeff T here. I'm about to look like Jeff T here.
Mm-hmm.
So, you remember a while back when Karl Anthony Towns for sure changed the game? I love Karl Anthony Towns. It's hard to listen to him sometimes because my guy will go, he'll talk like this, and out of nowhere, for sure. And I'm just like, boy.
He said that he was going to be remembered when he left basketball. He was going to be remembered for changing the game.
Okay, can I be honest here? Can I be okay? Settle down. Okay, can I be honest? I do think he did change the game, though, and I mean it in terms of the position. Because if we're going to be honest, he really was one of the first bigs that came in, was shooting threes, and then team started looking at that and then made try to make their big shoot threes.
Nah, I'm not getting it.
Okay, but so before him, who?
I will say he's like the first center forward. That makes sense.
I mean, not necessarily, because in terms of being a center forward. Nah, because in terms of being a center forward, KG was doing it.
Man. He's soft, man.
I mean, okay, hold on. Just because he's soft doesn't mean that the point doesn't stand. This doesn't stand. Two things can be true. Listen, if a dude that goes for sure like that, he ain't tough. All right, I think we can all agree with that, right? I think when you come up talking like that, and all of a sudden you go, okay, I'm doing some Jalen Green stuff. Okay, you're not tough. I get it. That's fine. That Jalen Green line went over somebody's head, and Google it. Google it. Woo! You go, Zoink Scoob. But here's my thing.
I know what you're talking about. That he bogus as hell for that. I don't even want to mention that.
What, Ro Raggy? But I do think he's not out of pocket for feeling that way. I don't think he's out of pocket. I'm talking specifically in terms of shooting the 3 ball. I think he had some success, and then teams looked at that and was like, "Yeah, we need to have." You think I'm reaching? Listen, this is why I'm here. If I am reaching, I need you guys to tell me I'm bugging. Chris is rubbing his eyes, and he look like he's already fed up with me. Frankie, I'm pretty sure the reason why his camera's off because old buddy, as soon as he heard me with the whole cat thing, he put his phone down and left the room. He's like, I can't even be in the same room.
I'm actually in the kitchen. My phone is in the living room. I'm making muffins.
I'm wondering if Pride's having another Tannehill moment. Is what I'm sitting over here.
No, hold on. Let me clarify because I'm trying to word it correctly so it's not
did you
that.
call Anthony Goat now?
No. See, I see. I didn't call him the Steph Curry of bigs. Okay, so I'm not there yet. But play with me, and I will. I will go on a whole soliloquy. Don't play with me. Do not play with me, bro. But I mean, listen. Outside of Carl Anthony Towns, what big man was really shooting threes like that? Even then, Dirk really wasn't shooting threes like. No, he wasn't shooting threes not like that. His was more that mid-range, that mid-range Dirk when he kicked up his legs and almost kicked you, but he didn't.
Who was in the league first? Embiid or Cat?
Cat was in the league first.
I think. Well, even if he wasn't, he played the first game because Embiid was out. What, his first 2-3 years? Literally,
he was. That was when Trust the Process started.
That's not even hyperbole either. Like 2-3 years, man was literally just sitting there, just like
he was the first Zion.
Yes. At least Zion played his rookie year, so I mean Zion got a little something. My man. Think about this, bro. He got drafted, walk up the steps towards ACL, and still held his jersey. What is this? What is this? My man gritted his teeth, dragging his foot like, oh yeah, I did it. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, my. He's out here talking like The Rock was when he was saying he was Rikishi. I broke my foot.
Now that I think about it, man, I think these rookies be having bad luck. Cause think about it. And B was out like his first 2-3 years. Didn't Blake Griffin miss his first season?
Who?
Didn't Blake Griffin miss his first season? He came back the second year, didn't he?
No, because he won Rookie of the Year.
But you can still win Rookie of the Year if you don't play your first season.
What?
Like Ben Simmons did. Didn't Ben Simmons
if you're out injured your first year, they still consider.
Yeah,
when you play
Ben
your next
Simmons
year, they
won.
I think. Hold on. Let me see how many games he played. Oh yeah. Because Blake only played 6 games his rookie year.
But that's what I'm saying. And
yeah.
Then Chet Hogan, he misses a year. Zion misses it. Hey, it's unlucky to be a rookie. I'm starting to see that the lines get dotted together, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is Wembanyama's about to get hurt?
Can I be honest? Call me
Robstradamus.
Could the injuries be from as much AAU ball as they play now? Because they're playing more and more ball now than they used to. That's going to do with the injuries.
That may be.
That's exactly where I was gonna go. Cause it's like a lot of times they're already playing a bunch of games before they even get to college. Right? Before they even get to college, they're playing a massive amount of games.
I hate that rule. Like, I feel like even if you don't play your rookie year, you still got an advantage. Like, because now you've been around the team. You've been there to the practices. You see what's going on. You see sets on your sophomore year. If you are who they think you are, you're gonna adapt rather, rather quickly, as opposed to a real rookie, somebody coming in and this is his first taste of NBA action. Like, you shouldn't be able to win a rookie year your sophomore year. I don't care if you miss your first year. You ain't a rookie no more. That's just my opinion, or my 2 cents, I should say.
No, I agree with you, Rob, because like you're saying, you're getting that experience of being around the pro players and with the pro team for that whole season. Even though you're not on the court, it's still an advantage against another rookie.
They impact you.
Wasn't injured.
For sure, they impact you. You learning how to be a professional in the game that you haven't been a part of. as opposed to a real raw rookie. Pause. You know what I mean? Like coming in their first time, and this is like a brand new experience to them. They have, because learning, I don't care. People want to talk about the NIL deals. I don't care how much money they getting. It's a different animal actually playing and being employed by the NBA or any
You're right.
professional, sports foundation, franchise, whatever. So
I mean, you're not wrong, but here's my only thing, Rob, because I've heard people make that argument. Because you're basically and if I'm misunderstanding you, let me know. But I feel like what you're saying is once you play your first game as a rookie, that's it. You're no longer, well, you are a rookie, but then when you get into a second year, you shouldn't be in the rookie of the year competition.
No,
because
you're not a rookie.
even right. But here's my thing with it. I feel like I'm with you if a guy playing 30, 40 games. I'm with you there. If a dude is playing 6 games, 7 games, I don't know if I feel that same way. You know what I mean? Because I get what you're saying. Like, you're still kind of traveling with the team. So even if you're not playing, you are getting used to the constant travel in some cases. But the reality is they're still not playing.
You're also seeing the plays too, though. You're not playing, but you're in practice. You're still working with the people, with the team, the doctors, the sports trainers, the coaches. And then once you get clear, even if you're not playing basketball on the court, you're now running these sets in practice. You are getting a taste of NBA action.
Well, yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you're not getting a taste, but I do feel like if you're not playing at least
a rookie, their real first time is like just training camp. After the summer league and all that stuff, you get in the training camp, and then that's it. It's really trial by fire. You've had a year now, even if you haven't played, to understand what you need to do because you're up there, up close and personal. Like it's a difference from Frankie was just at AEW. It's a difference between watching that on TV and being at an actual wrestling event.
Chris, you wanted to say something?
I was just going to say, say if you play 6 games your rookie, only 6 games your first year, and your second year you come back and you only play like 5 games and you have another injury. That third year, if you finally get to play a full season, are you still considered a rookie then?
I think you can make that argument. I think you can make that argument because I'm looking at it from the perspective of okay.
I'll be honest. I was on Rob's side with this, but after what you said, now I'm kind of in between because
right. And don't get it twisted. I see Rob's point. You know what I mean? I do see his point because again, even if you're not playing, you are still exposed to stuff that helps you kind of manage and cope a little more your sophomore year. So I get that. But the reality is,
too, though. Remember,
right?
You might not be the star. You might be like, okay, I know if I'm in that corner all the time, I'm gonna get an open 3-point shot. But the stuff you see,
and I'm with you. But the reality is, you're still not on the court.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing. So for example, if you go to a job, right, and you go to a job, yes, my love. Oh my days, brother! Oh, like you hear like sound like Kevin Hart talking about his cat.
Trying to play so tough, but he know damn well that little girl got it wrapped around his finger. That's my love.
She do because she laid down and she was doing it, pointing to the TV, and it's crazy. As soon as I picked the remote, she starts smiling, and it's like you got the juice. But my bad. But my thing is like you think they're still not on the court, so it's like, for example, right, Rob. You got a test coming up, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving you the tools, right? I'm giving you a study key, right? I'm giving you, let's say it's a mathematical thing. I'm giving you little cheat sheet formulas that are gonna be on that test, right? If it's a literature, a test on some type of literature, I told you what book it is, and then I gave you a rundown, and then I told you which parts of the book are gonna be on that test, right? I'm giving you this information, just like a rookie is given the ability to see practice, to see the coach, to actually be there, right?
Right.
But if I am sick, or Rob, let's say you're sick and you can't come and take the test, do I give you an F? I cannot punish you because you weren't it. Yes, you had all the tools. Yes, you had all the tools.
I don't know if I can go with that comparison.
But it's the same thing, Rob. It's the same thing. It is. It is.
Yeah. Can I have a retest?
Yes, no. Yes, you can. You can have a retest when you feel when you're good and you feel better. You can have a retest, no problem. That is the same thing. Where the test is your rookie year. You got hurt, so you could not complete it. Now, Rob, I'm not saying that. Let's say they play 70 games and gets hurt. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying on for example, Balake Griffin.
Less than like 15 games or something. 15
or under 10 games, right? Something like that, right?
Did you just say Blackie Griffin?
No, Balake. Balake. Shout out Key and Peele. But I'm talking like that, where they literally didn't even play that many games. Like in Blake Griffin's situation, it was only 6. He played 6 games. I don't think it's fair to call him a rookie because Buddy didn't even manage to finish the test. For example, let's say you sit down and take a test and your nose starts gushing. Am I going to blame you? Am I going to punish you? No, I'm going to allow you to retake it. Henceforth, why the next year, they're a rookie.
So you're okay if Chet wins Rookie of the Year this year?
If who?
If Chet Hogan wins Rookie of the Year this year.
He is my favorite. Fight me. Fight me, Robert. I'll lose, but fight me. Fight me.
Yeah.
All right. You asked me if Chet Hogan is my favorite.
Yeah.
He's going to win it this year.
Yeah.
And if he gets hurt next year.
Yeah.
And if he gets hurt the year after that.
Yeah.
We hoarding all the Rookie of the Year's trophy, bro. We good. But again, he didn't get to play. So I don't think it's fair to call this his rookie year. Now, mind you, if he played like 25, 30 games, we have a completely different conversation. Now, Rob, I'm on your side. Because they played enough. You see what I'm saying? I'm just really speaking more on the guys that played a game or two and got hurt or couldn't even make the regular season. That type of thing.
I just don't look at him as a rookie because he still have seen what Shea like, what Shea don't like, what Shea Gilchrist Alexander want him to be. Like, you get that up. It's just stuff that a true rookie doesn't get.
But Rob,
what this guy has got now.
But Rob, respectfully, I see the same thing on TV.
No, it's different, Pride. Because you were actually playing. So it's different. And then you get to also talk to the man. You can't talk to him on TV. You get to say, hey, Shay, where was that exactly you need me to go? Okay, so if you do this, which is different, and you forming a bond with these guys. So now they looking for you because they kind of seen what you can do in practice now.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
It goes back to what I said earlier. Do this for me, right? I want you to be here, right? When we do this pick and roll, I want you to roll short corner because you can shoot, but also don't just force yourself to do a 3-pointer, right? Like, try to get it mid-range, pump fake, do a slow step back. And that's all good and well until it's time to execute and you're shooting free throws on Markelle Fultz.
I get it, but you still cannot discredit like that. That's not important.
No. I'm not saying that's not important. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I get your point.
And I feel like that alone should be like, okay, we'll still consider you a rookie, but only a true rookie can win Rookie of the Year.
No, I disagree.
Not a rookie.
I disagree.
I don't care if you got hurt and didn't play a game. You've been around the team. Like, that's a different type of feel. Like, you've been there. Like, you seeing stuff that the cameras don't see in practice. You know how the coach is. You know what the coaches want of you. You know you've been training because, like I said, once you get cleared to play, even if you're not playing, they're not just sitting on the bench all season long injured unless they tore an Achilles or something. You get to now be in practice. You running runs. You might even get sent to the G League and you get to, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't a rookie no more.
But here's my counter. Here's my counter to that, right? Now, mind you, if we get sent to the G League, now it's a different conversation. Because old buddy Frankie, you remember his name? A few years back, that old mofo that they brought him from the Lakers for the Lakers.
Yeah,
he was a rookie.
That was a feel good story. I think he had just when he like 30 something, like 35.
He was old, but he was a rookie to the NBA. Why? Because he just got there, right?
That's a difference.
He was in the minors for mad long.
Right, that's a difference. But that was his first time in the NBA.
Homie came in his debut game.
He ain't been around the Lakers. He been around the G League. I'm talking about vice versa. A player that's been around his team and then gets sent to the G League just to go.
Hold on. All right. So hold on. So Rob, can you count someone a rookie that torn his ACL? Because what if you tore your ACL? There's no way in hell that person that tore his ACL is going to be in the practice facility.
No, yeah. Well, I guess
Thank you.
Say that. It depends.
Like
on the
chat. Didn't happen to chat.
I guess everything has a.
And how will they do it now with the new rule where you have to play at least 65 games to be eligible to be rookie of the year? If a guy gets hurt and doesn't play 65 games in his first season, are they going to still let him be eligible the next season?
No. So I think for me that's different.
There has to be some kind of cap on it.
Right, and because my thing is, and here's my thing. For me, the cutoff, respectfully, is 10.
10 games?
Like 10, 15 games.
It should be 2 games. You ain't no rookie no more.
But I don't think that's fair though. But again, because think about it. At his third game, he tears his ACL, breaks his arm. He's out for, and I'm talking about a season-ending injury. I'm not talking about a guy who breaks his arm and then comes back, right? Because when you see what I'm saying? Because when you come back, obviously, to Rob's point, yes, you were hurt, but you're still around the team and all that stuff, and then you still have the opportunity to execute all that stuff you guys were talking about on the court, right? When it's rookie of the year, it's not who was at practice most. It's not who talked to their star most. It's not who was sucking coach's dick real nice in the parking lot, right? It wasn't who was doing some Ime Udoka shit. That's not what it is, right? It's not who spends the most time in the thing. It's on the court.
Went left real quick.
100%. But that's just how I go. You want to know why? Because I make this thing lit.
Yeah.
And everyone else is try. Let's get it, boys. I'm telling you, bro. I'm on one right now. I'm hot, bro. I literally got a towel draped on my shoulder, bro, because I'm hot.
I'm glad Gonzo brought up that point, because aren't you guys happy? Like, the NBA finally trying to do something to make these players play. Because I'm tired of it, man. I'm just tired of it. Like, you get excited about certain games. Like, you know how players circle games on their calendars? Fans also circle games on their calendar. Yeah. Oh man, boy, the Lakers going against the Celtics on this day. Okay. Oh, Golden State going against Miami. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I wouldn't say Miami, but I will say last year I did circle Golden State and Boston. Because obviously that's like the finals matchup. Kind of like a few years back when Golden State and Cleveland were going to their 37th and a half finals appearance or whatever. The Kyrie Irving's last Christmas Day game, which at the time we didn't know was the last one. I circled that one because I was like, that one's gonna be a banger. Because obviously 2 powerhouse teams, they've already met in the finals, and then for some reason, Christmas Day games on primetime just hit different. I don't know why. I thought maybe it was just me. I feel like if you put Charlotte against Orlando, I would watch it. Just because I don't know why, but it just the Christmas Day games hit different. I don't know why. I thought it was just me.
It's cheap as fuck. I'll watch it because the tickets will be cheap as hell.
Oh hell no. Christmas Day tickets.
Good seats. Cheap tickets for Charlotte versus Orlando.
It'll be like Suns fans type thing. You can buy like the nosebleeds right down the center court.
Hey, speaking of Suns, did y'all see Kevin Durant get murdered by that comedian Ryan Davis?
Well, I missed it. What'd he say?
Oh my God! Like, he went in on KD because KD made a statement, I guess, that offense wins championships. And Ryan, came back and was like, no, defense wins championships.
Right, Ryan who?
Ryan Davis. He's a comedian.
Why he sound familiar?
You know him if you see him. Like,
I mean, why are we gonna be shocked that somebody's roasting KD?
No, it was how he roasted KD though.
I respect it. 100% love it. I watched it 10 times.
And he killed him with facts. he was like, hey, what he tell him? He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. Nobody looks at you, you know, in any type of respect after
Exactly.
you left and your team and went to the team that came back from 3-1 to you.
On you.
Join this team after they already won a championship. You get into it with Draymond. Draymond tell you to your face, hey, boy, we don't need you. We won before you, we'll win after you.
That's
And
not
then they
even.
proceed to win after. I'm like, damn.
I mean,
Golly.
we've been speaking truth on KD for some time now.
Yeah.
No, settle
No, and did
down.
you
been
see what
saying, like,
Dr. J
settle.
just said?
Yo, hold on, hold on,
Right,
hold
it's
on,
straight
hold
facts,
on.
though.
Time
It's
out,
straight
time out,
facts. I've been
time
speaking
out.
straight facts on
No,
KD.
Frankie.
He's a bum.
Frankie, hold on. Rewind. Bring that shit back.
I love
Bring that
Prime
shit
with
back.
these sound
We is not finna be over the top disrespectful. I'm just saying.
What you mean over the top disrespect?
With Kevin Durant,
Being
we're
a
not
bum?
gonna be over the top. Oh my God! Hold on. Every time you say some blasphemous shit, I'm rewinding the clock, bro, because this is fucking ridiculous.
You talking about the guy that got swept in the first round?
No, he's talking about the
Buddy.
guy that's a bum.
Wow. No.
Hey, Pride, I'm
No.
sorry, bro.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong.
That's a joke.
Don't
That's
get
a
me
joke.
wrong. Like, his skill set, dude, like, we never seen somebody like KD. But, bro, it's his heart. Like, it's more to being a great NBA player than just skill set. Like,
He's
we
great.
know nobody, he can score
He's
anybody,
great.
he can do what he need to do. But when you
He's
need
great.
him the
Okay.
most, he don't show up,
He
bro.
does it.
He
No,
don't
he
show up.
does. Listen, no, hold on. Time out.
You
Time
just
out.
said he doesn't.
He only show up if everything
I didn't say
is
doesn't.
perfect for him. You know
You say
why
he
he
doesn't.
look
He
good in Golden
does.
State?
No, he
You know
does
why
it.
he look
Like he
good in
does show
Golden
up.
State? Because almost killers look good around real killers.
I understand that, but
That's
here's
why
my
he
thing.
looked
Hold
good
on,
in
time out.
Golden
Time
State.
out.
And when he
No.
left Golden State,
Okay.
how did he look in
I'm not
Brooklyn?
defending.
How did
I'm
he
not-
look in Brooklyn? How
Hold on,
did he
Tom.
look when
Are you
Devin
done?
Booker couldn't help him in
Are you done?
Hey,
Are you done?
he was a big toe in Brooklyn from having
Thank
having
you.
him
And
bench him
that's
just now.
my point. Like this is what people do it. This is no. Hold on. Stop. No. Stop. No. Stop. That's laziness. Come on, Rob. Because every time Kobe loses, you give him an excuse. When MJ lost, you gave him an excuse. No. Because Gonzo, this is
because last time I checked, Kobe
we can't
got
do
5
that.
of them things.
We can't do that and blew a
Kobe got
3-1
5
lead.
of them things.
Blew a 3-1 lead.
Kobe, and who
You
who
want to
blew
kill
a 3-1
KD
lead?
for that? Kill your mans for that.
Who blew a
Pouting when he
3-1
had the
lead?
ball. He was pouting like a child.
Who blew a
Steph
3-1
Curry.
lead?
Steph Curry blew a 3-1 lead
You
too.
talking about when they
Kobe
played
against the
Phoenix?
Suns.
You talking
Against
about
the
when they played
Suns.
Phoenix? He
Against
had
the
nothing to do
Suns.
with
And
that.
you're pouting like a child.
They told him to stop scoring, and he said, "Okay, do it without me."
No. Don't
Do it without
see.
me.
Hold on.
Do it without me. You want me to stop shooting the
No.
ball? You want me to pass to these bugs?
No. Robert, I'm not letting you get away with that because you're trying to imply that the coaches said that. No. It was the media. It was the media and the fans called him a ball hog, which he was because he admitted to being it. That's why he had that Nike commercial, basically isolating himself from everybody. He got deep in his feelings about that, and the coach did not tell him, Kobe, don't shoot the ball. That was a choice he made on his own. Don't try to make it seem like the coach told him, Kobe, if you pass the ball,
he still got 5 of them things, though, don't he?
And, okay, but again, that's my
5
point.
of them.
But you see, that's my point. You get his low point, but you're saying, look, he still had some success. Now, listen, the move to Golden State was some chicken shit.
Player to ever play the game.
Okay,
That's way more than what I can say to KD.
You're wild. And listen, I'm not gonna sit here and act like KD's like a top 10, top 5 player. I'm not saying that, and I'm not gonna pretend that. But to
He's not even top 100.
So see that right there, that's excessive. That's blasphemous. That's blasphemous. That's
Bro,
blasphemous.
there
And
are
I'm explaining
players
why.
back in 1920s.
But can I say
with
this?
Frankie,
high
stop it,
short
Frankie!
shorts.
Frankie, stop it! No, he did that specifically to get me tight. That was specifically for me. I know he's laughing right now. He's smiling. He tries so hard not to. See, I knew it. That was specifically for me. I knew it. But listen. Here's my thing on KD. And listen, his move going to Golden State
should be a top 10 player. That's why I get mad at KD. With what he can do, if he had the heart, he would be a top 10 player.
But okay. I mean,
You can't deny that, Pride.
What do you mean he doesn't have the heart?
What has he done to show that he doesn't have heart?
Leadership ability. What you
Hold on, time out. Just because you got heart and leadership are not mutually exclusive.
No, Pride. I was naming different things he don't have, and then I was about to ask you a question. What I mean, he don't got heart.
Okay,
go. Have heart because he can't. First of all, he afraid to speak to people. If you felt you had a problem with Westbrook, go to Westbrook and say, "Bruh, stop shooting so damn much."
Okay.
Then you catch a temper tantrum on the bench because you didn't get the ball from Draymond, and then Draymond put his ass in his place, and he goes out, and then he leaves. First of all, you already was soft for leaving your partner Westbrook. You could have went anywhere else in the world, and you go to Golden State.
That was a soft move.
Like you 100%. Actually go there, bro.
That was a soft move.
Bro. That was soft as hell.
No, that was a soft move. However, let's tell the full story. KD wanted to scrap with Draymond, and Boogie Cousins is grabbing and talking about chill out, my boy.
KD ain't want to fight. KD ain't fighting nobody, bro.
All right, hold on, time out. Are we gonna pretend Draymond really piecing dudes up? Come on now, bro. He pieced up Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole's a light skin.
All I know is what I see.
Who would have took the punch better?
Draymond gonna swing.
Who would have took the punch better, Jordan Poole or KD? That's the real question. Who would have took the punch better?
KD would have taken it better. No.
Jordan Poole.
Hold on, time out. Jordan Poole demanded a trade after.
Poole buckled. He buckled.
Buckled? Gonzo, you know what that reminded me of? Gonzo, you know what that reminded me of? Rob, you don't know baseball like that, but you might know because people made this a meme for a minute. Frank, you know what I'm talking about. When Jose Bautista did that hard slide on Odor, and he got up and Odor hit him right there, and he rocked him, and he was about to fall. Adrian Belcher was like, "Oh, I got you, Papa. I got you. Come on, let's take him on, Papa. You out of it." He's like, "I want to fight him. No, Papa, you don't want the smoke right now, Papa. Puppy, you don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke, Puppy. Trust me, Puppy. You hurt right now. You hurt bad." But like, listen. I'm not gonna defend his KD going to Golden State.
That's the softest move I ever seen in my life, bro.
But hold on. It's just as soft as your boy Steph flying to this man. I want consistency.
He stood up as a leader. He talked to his team.
Consistency.
He said,
I want consistency.
Y'all want to play with KD, man.
You see, when you don't like KD,
man, I'm gonna go ahead and lead the team. I'm gonna do what the captain's supposed to do.
Rob, no, you don't get no. Time out. No, Rob, you don't get to do that, Rob. Though.
Hey, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
But Rob, you can't kill KD for going to Golden State and absolve Steph when Steph flew out to meet the man.
Steph didn't leave his team though. Steph lost 3-1 too.
You're right. He didn't leave his team. He was too busy begging someone. Bro, he begged KD to go.
What he do? He just came back and won another ring. That's what you do.
Because of KD.
That's what you do.
Because of Kevin Durant.
No. He won another ring after KD left. They lost the 3-1 lead after KD. I mean, before they got KD.
I understand that, but I'm saying the two rings after that was because of Kevin Durant.
He won, and then first of all, and then KD leave on some soft stuff, and then he gonna win another ring. Come on, man, don't tell me that.
Hold on, time out.
Top 10 all time.
I don't know about all that, but
top 10 all time.
This is what I'm gonna say, bro. This is all I'm gonna say.
That's who really changed
I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here.
Carl Anthony Towns.
I said on some big man ish he did. End of story. Because nobody was shooting threes like that to Carl Anthony Towns. And when he was making it,
to Steph got in the league.
Bro, Carl Anthony Towns was shooting threes before Steph came on the scene.
Shooting like Steph, and now everybody think they're a shooter because of Steph.
Teams were literally trying to find stretch big men because of Carl Anthony Towns.
Go to the court right now. People don't even.
Oh my God! Again, you're avoiding the point. You're avoiding the point.
I'm not avoiding the point.
Back then, teams and scouts were looking for stretch big men because of Carl Anthony Towns, and this was before Steph really came onto the scene as the greatest shooter of all time.
You know who they weren't looking for? KD.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm just gonna say this, and after this, it is what.
Why you like to defend everybody? You gotta stop being captain.
No. Listen. I will slander people. I will slander people in Kingdom Come.
This is someone who is just going off on Jeff Teague.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't defend everybody, man. I don't
This
defend
is someone
everybody.
he was just going off on Jeff T for
Now
talking shit
you
about
want to
Leeway.
defend KD
No, hold on. But can I explain why I'm defending Kevin Durant?
because you just need something to do.
Another reason why I'm defending Kevin Durant. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Rob, you out here snitching me out right now, and I don't appreciate it, my boy. I don't appreciate the snitching out, my boy. So I need you to fall back for a good minute. But listen, let me explain something, y'all. Kevin Durant has done things. I just don't like this narrative that the Boston series and this Phoenix series is what he's been doing his entire career. I personally don't like that.
He has.
No,
Yes,
because my man was cooking.
What?
It was cooking in the Western Conference.
What? Wait, who? OKC?
Yeah, no. OKC, hold on.
Cut that out. Cut that out, Pride.
So you're telling me OKC was not a powerhouse in the Western Conference?
OKC was getting smashed by the Lakers every year. Stop that.
What?
Stop that. When they had their three.
Now we just say anything.
Kobe and them was on that with them.
No. How when Kobe's the last time Kobe went to the finals was what? 2010?
Yeah.
He was still beating them in the playoffs.
Exactly.
I know it wasn't because after that, KD had officially arrived, and some people's eyes he had officially arrived, and he was
What?
He only went to the finals 1 year, bro.
You said what?
He only went to the finals 1 year before he got to Golden State.
I'm talking about him as the player.
Man, KD, okay, he was all right.
Okay, so by logic, Jason Tatum is dog shit then, because he only better win finals.
No, Jason Tatum a dog.
Oh my!
Jason Tatum is dog shit.
See, Frankie's, but he's doing that to get mad.
Hey,
and by the way,
I don't think that. I think
AP. No, hold on, time out. AP, I will not accept the slander. All right, good sir. Okay, I am not Captain Save-A-Ho. Okay, I am not. All right.
He always Captain Save-A players.
Robert.
I ain't want to call the players hoes, but you know,
man. Why am I even here, man? I get no respect no matter where I go, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. To pretend that Kevin Durant has been selling his entire career, I don't think that's fair. And you guys know this about me. I have been always consistent with this. If a player is balling out of his mind, I'm not gonna look at him and say he's the reason they lost. If you're hooping out of your mind, for example, when 2 years ago in the finals, when Steph was exhausted, he couldn't do nothing in the fourth quarter. He couldn't do anything because he was exhausted. I never killed Steph for that. Why? Because there were a couple games where Steph was in every minute, all 3 quarters, being the primary ball handler, getting 30, 35 points. So I knew eventually he's going to get tired. And when he gets tired, he needs somebody else to come and step up. So I didn't kill him for those game 4 performances or the fourth quarter performances when he kind of struggled. It's because he was exhausted. And he looked exhausted. Okay? So I didn't kill him for it. Now, I did kill him against the Cavs because they moved the ball around a little more, right? But against the Celtics, I didn't kill him.
And I'm gonna be real when my player don't show up. Like, you know, I kept it real with Kobe. Didn't score that much in Game 7, but he did do other things to help the team win. He didn't just settle for just.
And again, I don't kill Kobe for that.
And then with Steph Curry, you know, he disappeared against the Cavs, man.
Right.
You know, and he kind of disappeared against the Raptors.
But the thing against,
but then I just see these moments of greatness that help you overlook that.
Oh my God, I'm about to go to sleep talking about Curry and Durant.
Take a nap.
Boring. All right, let me know when you're done talking about these bumbozos.
Oh, man.
You call Steph Curry a bum? Come on.
Matter of fact, now I'm with you on the Steph slander.
We smoked Steph Curry last year. Say something, Rob. Say something.
He a bum.
Say something, Rob.
He a bum.
Say something, Rob. Say
tripping.
something. Mr. Warriors gonna win the championship again.
Hey,
who they lose to again?
Guess
Who
what?
they lose to, Rob?
Did you win a championship?
Rob, why gotta make it personal, Rob? Why gotta make it personal?
Did you win a championship?
We all knew that Denver was gonna win. The only thing that mattered was who's gonna stop Golden State, and who did. King James did. Put respect on it.
Goat James. Come on, say it properly. Goat James.
Yeah,
just one time, Frankie. Frankie, you ain't gotta mean it, but just say it one time. You don't gotta mean it.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I call him.
He's not the GOAT, but he is a GOAT.
No. We not here now, bro. If you're not gonna call him GOAT, James will speak.
He's that brown goat in the farm with no other goats around him.
Wow! Wow! So disrespectful. I don't even like you anymore.
Nah.
That's wild to me. That's wild to me. Anyway, bro, it's about to be 3 o'clock. About to wrap this up. Frankie, you got any final words before we get out of here?
Trade deadline coming soon. Hopefully, we see some crazy ass trades this weekend. We've been seeing crazy trades throughout the last couple of days. Even Price team himself went and snagged Kiki Hernandez in the offseason just to send him back before the trade deadline. This was mind blowing to me. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep you guys updated throughout the weekend.
Rob, final words.
Man, I just want to say it was good being on here with y'all, man. I've been so busy at work. I've been working as we going, but it just felt good.
You've been working out. You've not been working. You've been working out, sexy man. I see you.
I be seeing him on the book.
Yeah.
I'm going to
look like LA Knight.
Hey, going to the gym today, baby. Today, my favorite day is lift day. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all though, man. But yeah, man, it just feel good to talk sports again. And football season right around the corner. I know we ready. Fry, give me one more. Give me one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm telling you right now, y'all don't want football season to come so quickly because then it's me and Pride versus all of y'all motherfuckers.
Hey, who's doing the fantasy football? I'm on Clarence.
I know we're doing it. I know we're doing it unscripted.
I was about to say, just go in the group chat. There's like 4 or 5 going on.
I'm on the unscripted fantasy football then. I'm there.
Before we head out, I just want to say one thing. I called myself dark skinned Messi, and I haven't taken it off. Why? Because I've been watching what Lionel Messi has been doing.
Oh man, Messi did.
It's inspirational. And listen, and I said it when Inter Miami got him. I said this is not a bad football club. At the time, there's only one ugly loss that they had. Outside of that, they're a very competitive ball club, but they just look like just a blob.
Yeah, Messi
right?
look like he out there just playing around.
Oh my,
bro, this is like. It's like he's such a GOAT that he's playing in a minor league type shit. Like,
this is boring for him.
Yeah, like basically, it's just like a charity event for him. Like it's just insane. Like the man he's a GOAT. He really is. That dude's a monster in soccer.
Brother, like I'm telling you, bro, like Messi, I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro.
He got people watching soccer that never watch soccer. Because trust me, I mean, I'm sat there. I watched the game like for a little bit, but like now I'm actually looking for highlights. Like, let me see what Messi did today.
Yeah,
like that dude is incredible, man. Like,
and how bored he is, bro. This I swear to God, this is Messi every time they look at the schedule. Montreal, try. Charlotte, try. Orlando City, try. Atlanta, try. Minnesota, try. St. Louis, try. Portland, try. LA Galaxy, try. You who else won it? Who else? Toronto, try. Chicago, try. New York, Philly, try. On God, bro. On God, I'm telling you, bro. It's just boring, bro.
You out of pocket, Pride, and that's why Connecticut and South Carolina suck.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaving. So I'm chilling, and I ain't telling you where I'm moving to.
Hey,
I ain't telling you.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You're moving to Florida. Shut up.
I told you up.
I gotta give shout outs.
You didn't tell me.
I gotta give shout outs to Pride, man. This has been epic, bro. This has been epic. I love. Hey, this was legit right here. Shout out to our host, Pride, baby.
The only way I know Pride is moving to Florida is because he put a distress for help status on Facebook.
When was that?
Like 2 days ago or yesterday, one or the other.
About what?
You were in Florida, bro.
I put like 2 things. I put one of them where I needed help finding people to carry me in Siege, and I put another one because old buddy was getting fried in Siege, and that shit had me hooked. I was hysterical. I was playing ranked Siege, and he's yelling at everybody, but he had a high pitched voice, And it was funny because there's some dude, he ain't say nothing the whole match, comes out of nowhere, turns his mic on. Bro, you sound like you don't even respect yourself. And like that had him so shook. Buddy in a high-pitched voice started stuttering like crazy. Bro, I was like, yeah, little homie, just take an L, bro. I was like, you don't respect yourself. And he was out here demanding people listen to him. I said, oh Lord. I was like, yeah, bro, this is too funny. I said, this is way too funny. Yo, you didn't even understand. He was like, listen to me, guys. You gotta understand, I do this for a living. And he's like real hyped up. And then Buddy turns his mic on. Bro, you sound like you don't even respect yourself. Then he turns his mic back off and he goes, and I was just like, yeah, take an L, homie. I don't even care what you say after this, but just take an L. I was like, take an L. I was like, because I don't know you from nowhere, but I agree with dude who say you don't respect yourself. Because now when you stutter it like that,
up there sounding like Mickey Mouse.
That's what I'm saying. You sound like if I were to put your voice on TV, my son would sit down and stare at the TV. That's the voice you got, bro. Like you dead ass like a cartoon character, bro. Man started stuttering like he's Morty. Oh, jeez. Like, nah, bro. Hold your L. Like, get out of here, bro. You feel me? Hold on, let me just. Man, bro, this soundboard you don't even understand, bro. This soundboard is lit. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to get out of here. Mike was here. Appreciate you being here, even though he left faster than my father did. But it was fine to have him around for as small time as I had him. Gonzo was in the building. Shout out to him. On behalf of Frankie the Yankee, God, I hope Aaron Judge goes back on the IL. And Rob Scott, Chicago is dog water. I'm the ugliest I'm the ugliest motherfucker on the internet.
Yeah.
And it has been a pleasure to be with y'all. We'll be back here on Monday because it's Friday. I almost finessed myself and said tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, y'all know what to do, baby. Be safe.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.